why do we keep saying that we'll start over on Monday? Why do we keep doing that? Why do we keep saying, I'll start on January 1st? Or, you know what? I'll start next month. Why do we keep restarting? You know, it's not because we're weak, although that's what, I tell myself. I keep saying, oh, you're just so lazy. You just don't want to do it. But it's because, for real, it's because our willpower, by sheer force, has a battery life. And we wear it out. And then we can't stick to it. Just see if you recognize the pattern that's happened to me. I would eat perfectly for like 3 days and work out, or it might not even be 3 days, or it might be a week. But then it's like I just massively fall off. I'll eat one chip, which turns into a whole bag. It's a big spiral, right? Or one morning, I'll wake up, my alarm will go off, and I'll lay there thinking, I don't want to get up. I'm tired. I don't want to work out. And I would say, screw it, I'm going back to sleep. That happens a lot. And then the whole cycle starts over again. Sometimes I'll just pick a new strategy that someone says worked for them. And I've done that for decades. And it seems like the older I got, the worse that cycle went on. I think that after you hit 40, our bodies just don't respond to the punishment and stress that we put on it anymore. And sleep matters a lot more. Your hormones are shifting, and the chaos of your days and, the stress, it just hits more, right? The breakthrough for me wasn't more discipline, wasn't more consistency or trying harder or basically punishing myself for being lazy, which is a lie. I work hard. And it's probably a lie for you too. I bet you do work hard. The breakthrough wasn't discipline. It was identity. Let me explain. When you align with who you actually are, and you might even think of it as who you're becoming, because you're stepping into, if you're growing spiritually, if you're growing in your mind, if you're growing closer to source, you actually are becoming more, scratch that. You're stepping into who you really are. And when you step into that identity, the decisions get easier because you're like, I am the type of person, because you can visualize it, right? You can visualize who you're trying to be. You might even have tried the visualizations and put pictures. I did it. I made AI pictures of myself of how I wanted to look. A little bit unrealistic, right? A little bit far-fetched. Yes, I am over 50, and I do have an over 50 body. That's a fact. So it's a dual layered thing. We have to love ourselves the way we are, and we have to also know who we are. The bottom line is that we want to be healthy. At this age, we're like, we want to be healthy. We want to be around longer, and we want to have quality in our life. So when you look at yourself, you see yourself as that person living a full life because you're so healthy and because you can do all the things. I went skiing with my son last weekend. He's 23 and I'm 55, and it was fun. I didn't have any problem keeping up. I did fall a lot because it was slippery, but I didn't hurt myself because I've been taking care of my body in a different way, because I stepped in to who I really am. It's not perfect. And that's the thing you got to drop. Don't be perfect. Step into who you are and just do the things that naturally go along with who you are and your identity. So today we started our 40-day reset, and what I'm basically laying out is a minimum of things to pay attention to. Healthy fats, protein, and water. Walk for 10 minutes. And make sure you sleep. Those are the bottom lines, the minimums. That's it. So I challenge you to take on the first day of this reset with us and just stop starting over. Stabilize and build a base just with those simple things. And then we don't have to restart anymore, because now we start building on that. It's way easier.